Hey, how's it going? Joe here again, but you already know that. I was talking to my cousin today. She works in a coffee shop nearby, actually, and was up there, anyways. And she's like, I was getting ready to go to the gym right afterwards, and I had well, I won't get there yet. She started talking about. She's like, "What do you do for like diet, nutrition?" She's like, "That should be one of your videos. I'd love to know that." I'm like thinking about it. I'm like, "All right, like sounds cool. Maybe I wasn't sure exactly what to talk about." And then I went to the gym and I met up. It's so cool how this happened, but met up with my buddy Mike randomly. It's cool how just things are working out. But yeah, him too. He's like, yeah, what do you do for diet and nutrition? And pretty much, I think all of us at the gym are need to be interested in that on some level. But anyways, where was I? Oh, so this video is gonna be long. I might split it up. I think probably, most likely. I'm already at a minute 10. I didn't even talk about anything yet. So I might split up into two videos. I might leave it as one. We'll see. I got a lot on my mind as this was stewing today. This afternoon. So, I'm going to start with going over my general diet slash nutrition slash what I usually eat. And then I'll talk probably about when I unplannedly splurge, and then I'll get sciencey on some nutrition, macros, supplements, things like that, and how I started that journey. And then it's a journey for me. And then yeah, if you start glazing over the science part, don't worry, it's only gonna last a second, and I'll jump right back out. So, all right, well, I'm just gonna start by going through my cupboards, and we'll start there. And I wish I could turn the video around while I do this. It's gonna be a little awkward. So, first cupboard. How do we do this? Okay, so we've got so here's my protein powder, and I this is pretty much my main source of protein. Here we go. I don't eat a ton of meat. I don't buy a ton of meat. Rather, if I'm going out, I have a chicken sandwich or something like that, or I have I don't have too many qualms about that. But pea protein, primary source of protein. Where am I? Okay, so why pea protein? It's very similar in content to whey, which is what typically weightlifters, bodybuilders, people go to the gym usually use. In terms of protein amount per gram, it's roughly the same. It is 2% 2% less on certain BCAAs, which I'm still learning about and have recently gotten into, and but it seems to be a small enough degree that it's not a big deal for me because dude, my arm's getting tired. Hold on. But doesn't seem to be a big enough deal to me because they're very close, number one, and whey. Here's what goes through my mind with whey protein. I'm like, whey protein's really popular. That's a lot of cows. That's a lot of milk. Words out on dairy as far as like carcinogens, cancer, whatever. Some bunch of documentaries. Forks Over Knives was one. That stuff goes through my mind. But all right, so let's say that's a big deal. Not a big deal. I know I've also heard stories like these, cows and the dairy in general is like, they don't treat the animals well. If I was guaranteed that all the animals are treated well, they weren't like turn and burn, they weren't suffering. And there you go. As much as people who know me get annoyed at pets sometimes. I do care about things, and animals, lives. All right. Okay, so that's all pea. And here's we'll get super scientific real quick. Well, not really. It's just pretty much all protein. No carbs, no fat, relatively. All right, so recently got into this. Huel. I don't know if it's backwards. It's backwards now, maybe not on the when I'm done. But so what this is, I will get sciencey on. I love this crap right here. So how can we do this? All right. I'm gonna hold it here and talk for a little while. Shoot, I just realized all my audio is going to suck. I have the case on. Hold on, I'm going to open this up. Maybe that'll help. Okay. All right, so I'm going to talk louder too. All right, so sciencey. It's got really good ingredients. Oats, pea protein, flaxseed, brown rice protein, vitamin mineral blend, all that stuff. So it's got a good macro. Macros are fats, proteins, and carbs. If you don't know, basically, and it's got a good mix percentage of each that I like, and seems cool. Seems it's not. I'm not vegan, vegetarian. Again, I'm just kind of cognizant of that stuff. So it's also plant based, which is makes me feel better when I do eat meat. I guess I'm not. Well, never mind. Here you go. So, all right. There's that. Okay, so that's my protein macro. Protein, carb, and good fat. Kind of all around mix. Lately, I've been wanting. That's usually too high in the fats. Not high in fats, but I want more. If I want to focus on carbs, because if I'm gonna lift, I guess I need a certain amount of that. I've been doing this for about 3 or 4 years, really. This is pronounced quinoa. Again, I hope this isn't reversed in the real video. We'll see. This is so I guess it's not wheat, which is good because gluten's supposed to be bad for everyone. Some people are just more. But it's a complete protein, which means it has all the amino acids. So I've heard, and it's a good carb source that happens to also be high in protein. For instance, a lot of rice, white rice especially. It's a great carb source, not high in protein. Not saying that's bad. I'm just saying if I can get protein in somewhere else besides the pea protein, because that gets old. Cool. All right. Also have it's vinegar. Not pertinent right now. Okay, this is just oatmeal. Old-fashioned oats. I also have quick oats up there. Sometimes it's fun. Sometimes I, just eat it dry. Sometimes I cook it. Whatever. Mix it in with something. Okay. Recently just got it. Okay, so that's carbs. Oh, fats. I got olive oil in there, coconut oil. Wait, where am I? Sorry. All right. Coconut oil, olive oil back there. I like to do peanuts. If I'm carving peanuts lately, they're not the best fat source. There's better ones. It's not bad, but really good ones are avocados, eggs. I do a lot of avocado and egg. I go in spurts. I am this week. Yeah, I can talk more about that, but we'll keep this relatively higher level. But that gives you a good idea. Almonds, if you like nuts, almonds are good. Okay. Recently got into this. Got into it, then out of it for a while, then kind of back into it. So they say after you lift, before or after, depending on what you're doing. There's so many science things out there. A good quick sugar, dextrose, which is in your body apparently craves that a lot. Anyways, so sometimes I do a simple carb, a sugar-based carb. Recently it's been I've been doing some honey. Great Lakes, in this case. I mix maybe 24 to 30 grams of that. Scale. I have, so I know. Because, sometimes I'm in a high measurement. I like doing that, but sometimes not. I'll mix some of that in with the protein. And I just started doing this. Raisins. I think I want something different than honey, and I like to chew, not just drink my food. Go figure. There's that for the quick sugar. The reason for it, here's what I've researched. It's good to spike your insulin, before, after a workout. It shuttles the protein, apparently, into the muscles. It sounds like weird science. I don't know how much it's true. So I phase it in and out. Yeah, basically is how I'm feeling. It's funny because they always say insulin, when your insulin spikes, everything gets stored as fat. But apparently, if it's right pre or post workout, it's okay, or goes to the muscles. There's got to be some fat growth there too. I don't know. But, I guess it's moderation. What else is new? So, that's the story behind that. Okay. What do you want to do next? We'll do vegetables next. All right, so once in a while I get in this high vegetable kick. Once in a while, I don't know. Sometimes once a month, once every 3 months. I don't know. So here's the fridge. All right, sriracha, however you want to pronounce that. Mustard, love that stuff. All right, so this isn't always like this. So there's a lot of water. We've got peppers. Red peppers are supposed to be really good at burning fat, whatever. So is grapefruit. Pretty much anything that's really colorful and, citrusy. Maybe not oranges, maybe grapefruit. I don't know. All right, I do know. So grapefruit and what I just said. Lots of spinach, lots of cucumbers, like 3 things of broccoli. Where am I? I don't know. There's a lot. It's not always like that. I just was really feeling it, so I got it. Vegetables cost more than meat, which I don't think that should be the case. It's freaking expensive. All right, where am I? So that's kind of the basic food. This is what I try to stick to most of the time. I know it's not really entertaining. Oh, I have eggs in here. Well, actually, it's an empty carton in case I'm traveling. I like to keep an empty one so they don't break. But they're hard boiled usually, so I don't know why. It's a nice carrying device. I hope this makes some of you laugh. All right, so not the idea of everything, just my randomness. There's nothing in the freezer. I don't think nothing really. No, not really. I have some coffee. I keep it in there. I'm not huge. I don't know. Verdict's out on coffee. I like that it's a heavy flavor, but I think it's bad for me mentally having it multiple days in a row. To be honest, separate video though, maybe, or some conversation. Okay. All right, we're at 11 minutes. Like I said, long video. Not sure where I'm gonna split this up. Maybe it's 3 videos. I don't know.